Hi, good evening, everyone. Just waiting for a few more people to show up and then we can get started.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Simon.
Hi, Lara.
I didn't see who said that.
You won't see me. I'm Pat. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry about that. I was having
Yes,
so much
thank you.
technical difficulty today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but I'm in.
Street Chief Inspector.
I'm
sharing.
Even be Mr. Bartlett isn't a suspect.
Okay, so we don't have too many people on our screen.
Wait a minute, I'm on a Zoom, you guys.
His neighbor.
Oh,
Set whale.
Wasted enough time on it.
What's that whale mean?
It's a plant.
Same plant.
What's this all about?
16 thing.
Elena, we do have enough for a quorum for the public hearing section.
Okay, that's what I was checking.
We only need 10 for the
Okay, so we
public
have some
hearing.
people on the phone, right?
You were trying to stop having.
Well, we have 15 board members on video right now.
Why did you need
And
Okay, perfect.
none on the phone as of yet.
Not on the phone. Okay. Okay, so we can start. So this is the public hearing portion of the meeting today on Tuesday, November 9th. We are doing a public hearing for our fiscal year 23 capital and expense priorities. We do this every year. Unfortunately, our meetings always fall after the due date, so we always have to ask for an extension. So tonight we are going to be voting on approving the capital and expense budget. I hope everyone got it in the email today and got a chance to look it over. This is something that I know all the committees were working on. The chairs were working very hard on it as well. And now's the time for any board members who have any questions, comments, concerns, or edits. If they see something that's maybe spelled wrong, whatever, please let us know. You guys can just raise your hand. I'm not gonna do attendance like verbally. If anyone has anything to add.
No.
I'll give you guys like 5 minutes if you want to just look it over. If you didn't get a chance to, you could just take a few minutes and look it over. For anybody who's joining, I'm just asking anybody who's attending the public hearing, just take a few minutes and look over the FY23 capital and expense budget. And then after a few minutes, we'll take some questions or any comments. Okay, all, I think that was 5 minutes. So do any board members have any comments, questions, concerns about the fiscal year 23 needs statement? You could either raise your hand or physically raise your hand or the button or the chat, and I'll look at if anyone has anything to say. It doesn't look like that, so I guess everything looks good.
I haven't even seen it. Madam Chair, I did ask when it was sent. They indicated it was around 2 p.m. I've checked, unfortunately, I've checked my email everywhere and I didn't receive it.
Oh,
So
you didn't receive
I
it? Okay.
just resent it to you, Lara.
thank you.
Sometimes it goes in the promotion or like spam or some other box sometimes.
I did add CB4, so usually it doesn't. It goes directly to my inbox.
Okay.
She did say that she's just resent it, so I'm gonna check now. Thank
Okay,
you.
so check it out. Yeah, we have until 7 o'clock for the public hearing, and we technically we don't have to vote on it now. We can wait to vote on it right before the public safety vote that we have to do. So in case, you want a little bit more time, I'm fine with, just giving everyone the opportunity to vote on it later. And if there's no questions right now from board members, is there any questions from anybody from any members of the public, whether they're on phone or on video or any type of communication from any members of the public? Don't think so.
Yeah, there's not really members of the public right now. It's mainly just
Okay.
elected officials, representatives.
Okay.
Do you want me to unmute them so they can talk if necessary?
Yeah, you can. Now's the time to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Marilyn.
Mary, Kelly, and Berenice, if y'all have anything to say in regards to the needs, you can speak now. You're unmuted.
Hi, it's Berenice here. I don't have any questions or concerns yet. I do need to look over it. I apologize. I just had a bit of a busy day, but thank you.
And I do see that Lou has joined us, and any other new board members that might have joined us. If you have any comments or questions about the need statement, please let me know.
No, I'm fine. You did an excellent job.
Thank you, Lou. Okay, so I guess we'll just hang out, everyone. I know the actual meeting starts at 7, so if no one has anything to add, then we can just hang out for a little bit, and then if anyone, you guys can take a break, and then I'll stay here in case any members of the public or any other board members hop on.
Okay, I'll take a break too for a minute. I want to get something to drink. I'm kind of thirsty.
Okay, so yeah, we have about 15 minutes, so everyone can
Okay,
take a break.
I'll be right back.
Thank you. And Christina's on the line too, in case anyone's trying to call in or log in. She's here to help.
Ruby, what?
Oh, you bad thing. You bad.
I don't know what to tell you. I'll send it one. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I sent it. So I don't know why. I don't know why you're having problems not getting on. Let me see here. Let me see what I can do.
I'm coming.
Could be your area. Okay. Let me see if they'll let me cut in. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Okay. All right. Maria Elena? It's me, Lucy.
Yeah.
I just got a call from Ruby. She's having trouble getting on to the computer and a few other people at Left Rock. So she just wants to say she does know we're on. She can hear it, but she's having trouble. So if you would take that as note.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Sure, sure. So Ruby's here. Okay, if she has anything, I guess she could tell you for anything for the public hearing.
Okay. All right.
But I think there is a little issue with Cisco, the service that we're using, because it did take me longer to log on tonight, so there might be some issue going on.
Okay, let me tell her that. Okay.
Yeah, I sent her the link, so. she
Oh,
should-
great. I sent her the email, but she still can't get
Yeah.
on, so let me give her a ring.
All right.
Okay, Ruby, they know that you're on. Can you hear us still from the phone? No. Okay, try to, I told them that you're trying to get on. People are having trouble getting onto the link. So just keep trying, okay? Okay, all right, bye-bye. Okay. I love.
Lara, did you get the email? Okay, good.
Which email?
Well, we're doing the
Yes, I did get it. Yes, I
you
went
got the
over
need
it.
statement. Okay, great.
I'm sorry, I thought you said Lara. Were you saying Clara?
I said I did say Lara,
Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I
but it's
received it.
okay.
Yeah, I had a
I'm
question.
glad Clara got it too. Yeah, no, it definitely got to everyone this afternoon, but it is a large file, so it's a possibility that, anything can happen.
Yeah,
But
no,
once
I did take a look at it, and I actually phoned my chair for public safety because I was wondering whether what happened during the recent Ida flooding has been taken into consideration because people died, especially in Elmhurst. And she did correctly point out that it's under the environmental and safety protection. So perhaps if later on they can amplify it, that's been really considered. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah, so basically the whole document is what we're going to submit to the city. So the capital items come first, and then after that is the expense items. So
Correct.
there is an order to it that obviously the order that it's in will be
Correct.
given to them, but not
Yes.
necessarily is that order like one is more important than the other. Because each city agency will be looking at these items, whichever city agency it's allocated to. So every year we will get a response back for the capital and the expense. And sometimes it's, they want more information. Sometimes they can't do it. Sometimes they say, well, we'll look into it. So every year we do get responses back. And the next year, like the way we did it, all the committees did it this year, if it was an item that maybe needed more information or an item that was already funded, then we take that item off, or we can, we could change it around and clarify things a little bit more. So it's a long document, but literally all of that is submitted, and it has some nice explanations and a very good lot of details in there and into it. So but every year we could take this document and we can expand on it. We can make it better. We can, just it grows every year, which is great. And I literally read the whole thing, so it took a long time, but it's very, very good. It's very good. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of all the work you guys did. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know, Christian is on leave, vacation, much needed time for himself. I know he's been swamped. So, but he is on the call right now in case we had any questions for him, in regards to the needs statement. So he made himself available so that, in case anyone has anything specifically to ask him, he is here right now.
Yeah, I was actually saying earlier that it is a great document. And of course, because of what happened during Hurricane Ida, the expansion of the sewer system and its improvement is a major capital expense, which is why I looked at it immediately. So thanks for that clarification. And thanks to Lucy also for clarifying where it falls under.
Great. Christian, I know that you're on now. I don't know how much longer you're gonna be on for. Do you want to say anything about the needs statement in particular?
You're speaking to me?
No, I was speaking to Christian actually.
Oh.
Maybe he's stepped this.
Hey, Marlene, you there?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
had announced it on.
I heard, no, actually I heard and I saw everything you guys were doing, but I couldn't get unmuted because I'm in as a panelist today. I'm using my personal email. But yeah, I mean, everything you're doing is exactly correct. Lara, I did hear what you said, and yes, we did take the hurricane into consideration. I think we may have mentioned the libraries in somewhere. We did. I do know for a fact that the environmental committee went really in on the whole thing. So, but yeah, great job to all the chairs and all of you who down to the wire up until like midnight last night. Marilyn and I were proofreading this thing, but I am taking some time away. It's gonna be like another week or two, but if all goes well, I'll be back at full speed ahead. And I'm just spending some much needed time with family and handling personal matters, we'll say. But I'll be here for the duration of as long as you guys need me here, Marilyn. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, and thanks for everybody. And again, if you have any questions, I can unmute on a moment's notice. Christina has me on that. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, we we had a lot of little typos and clarifications and corrections, but overall it was really great. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah, down to the wire. I mean, down to this morning, technically, up until just this very morning, we were still adding items on. So, but that's it. It's handled, thankfully.
Okay, so it is 7 o'clock now. So we can start our regular board meeting in a few minutes. I will. I mean, we have board members. I don't know if we have a quorum yet. I'll just wait a couple of minutes. I know some people went on a little break, so.
Mary Elena?
Yeah.
It's Matt. Hi.
Hi, Matt.
This is just a note for the record. Christian suggests that I do this. On page 21, there's a parenthetical note about awaiting MTA response and editing something. And that should be taken out before this gets submitted to the city. It's toward the bottom of page 21.
Okay.
It's in parentheses and it says something like to be edited pending MTA comment or something like that. And just that little parenthetical sentence should go.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's the only thing that you found.
Well, yes.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I already, Marilyn, I did speak to Matt on the side. That was you know, we were waiting a response from the MTA. I swore that I had updated it, but that's perfectly fine. We can make that change. And
Oh,
that
we
goes
missed
for
that
us.
one.
You know, we really. So look, we will be finalizing again. We are looking for a finalization and vote tonight, but please, board members, understand that does not mean we're going to submit it tonight. We still have time to make some minor edits, and it can go out. Like I said, I'd like to be up before the end of the week, but of course, tomorrow morning would be ideal. So any edits and changes, including the order of the items, tonight will be the night to do so, and tomorrow we'll finalize. Thanks, Matt. You caught me on that one.
All right. And Lucy has a question. Oh, Lucy, we can't hear you.
I have to unmute myself. Ruby says she's on the phone. She's trying to call out to see if you hear her. So I don't know if you muted her at her end with the phone.
Yes, usually the people on the phone are muted. That's the problem with calling in. But if she wants to speak, then we can.
Yeah, she could. Yeah, because I told her she wants to speak. So I'll leave that up to you guys. Okay. I just have one thing I wanted to bring to your attention for sanitation, though I have not yet talked to the sanitation people yet, is that we have never gotten the trucks that have the paper and the can recycling in one truck. Bayside has it, Whitestone has it, other parts of Queens have, but we have not received it all these years where they have one truck that could pick up everything at once. Now, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe we have more garbage than other areas. I don't know, but it's something to look into. And if we can make a request for that, that would be great.
So you're saying that, is this something to do with the needs or it's just a separate?
I'll let Christian decide where we put it, being that you guys did all that work.
Okay. So you're saying that you think it would be,
Yeah, we have separate trucks for recycling. We don't have the one truck that's designed to take both at the same time.
so are you saying that it would be better because of like, it's quicker, or like, what do you?
More convenient for the sanitation worker.
Oh, okay, more convenience. Okay.
And it does go faster. That's one thing I noticed.
Okay.
I hope that doesn't make more problems, but if you can't, there's always next year.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I don't even really know about. So yeah, so maybe I guess there's like a system to how they, they pick up garbage and recycling. And yeah, I guess it's something we could ask about. I don't know, Christian, you know anything about that?
I think he's thinking.
Well, if he's not, yeah.
No, unfortunately, I'm getting a lot of calls of people who did not receive the board meeting link, and I was too busy doing that in the meantime, guys. I am so sorry. So I had no idea. I heard something about a truck. So sorry about that, guys.
So Lucy was basically saying, I don't know if you want to put this on the needs or it's something you just want to like bring up for sanitation department. So she's saying that other areas in New York City have sanitation has a truck that picks up recycling paper and plastic and metal, like in one truck, and if that would be easier and faster, to bring to our district.
I wouldn't know, but that's something. If we do have, we're allowed up to 40 capital items, and I believe that we have maybe about 3 slots. So there's nothing wrong with trying to add it and say better vehicles and or fleet to better serve the community in the coming years. The worst case, they'll say no, we can't do it for the following reasons, but at least we know what the reason is and whether to even continue it. So I don't think it's a bad idea, and it's not a bad request. We certainly have the space for it. It's viable. Yes.
Okay, so that would be added to capital, Christian?
Correct. It'll be a capital item.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's just on cost alone, the price on vehicles, that's capital. Yes.
I got it.
And again, if I don't respond right away, it's because I'm kind of running around a little bit doing 1,000 things.
No,
but
it's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into the public portion of the meeting has now ended. That was from 6:30 to 7. So now we can go into our regular scheduled board meeting. So thank you everyone for joining. I know there's a lot more people on now, so it's great to see. Welcome to today's meeting, November 9th, 2021. Today's meeting, like I said, we had the public hearing portion for fiscal year 21 capital and expense or budget that we do every year. That has ended. We had, I think, one add-on and one correction from Matt, and that's about it. And we had no public comments or concerns. So we will be moving on. So I'm gonna go into our second item, which is we're gonna be voting on the minutes from the October 12th meeting. Did anyone get to see those minutes?
Oh, we actually don't have a quorum yet.
Oh, we don't? I thought we did.
No.
Okay.
Because the 25 is including me and Christian.
And I saw a couple of people on the phone.
Only that's only Ruby.
Only Ruby. Okay, nobody else.
Yeah. So
Okay,
we're actually two people short so far.
Okay, so we'll wait for the minutes then. I'll go into the chairperson's report, but before I do, for anybody who just logged on now, Christian is with us. He's on the phone. He's not on video. He is on a leave right now, for vacation and personal reasons. So he's on leave, but he's obviously he's helped. He wanted to finish the needs statement with the chairs and us, of course. So if we need anything or have any specific questions, we can just ask him. And it might take a little while for him to get in. But if anyone has any concerns going forward, of course, the board office, you could call or email them. They're always available. If Christian, if you can't reach him right now. Okay, so going on, I'll go into my chairperson's report. So just as I always say every holiday, happy early Thanksgiving. I hope everyone has a great time with their family going forward in the month. The other thing I want to talk about is the need statement, which of course we just all got out of that public hearing. It is a long document. If you guys get a chance to read the whole thing, it's really, really great. It gives a lot of information about the district, a lot of information about what we need, what issues we're experiencing, and it's just a really great document. And the capital items come first, and then it's the expense items come second, and they are in order, but the order really kind of doesn't matter because each item, depending on the agency that it has to be allocated to, they just get those items. But if there's something that you guys have questions on, we're gonna go back into the needs later on. We're gonna vote on it right before the public safety committee vote. So we will be voting on that later to approve the needs. And like Christian had said earlier, if you see anything like any spelling errors or any corrections, we can have a day to basically fix anything tomorrow and then send that out hopefully on Thursday. So we'll talk about that later in the meeting. And I just want to touch base a little bit on our committees. So I know recently, the committees were chosen back in September, and our board has a great number. We're pretty much at full capacity, but the problem right now is we're going to the same issues we had previously. Before we had less board members, actually, that a lot of the board members are just not attending or participating in their committees. And it's really important because we have the board meetings every month, but a lot of this work gets done outside this board meeting, and it's important to participate and help out your committee. And also, you kind of mess up the quorum. So if you're going to be missing every meeting, then basically you're messing up the committee's quorum, and it might reflect for them not being able to vote on very important issues. So just keep that in mind. Try your best to to attend these committee meetings. I know it's impossible to attend every single one, but try your best to attend. And even if maybe you can't do the whole meeting, you could just try to attend like the most important part of the meeting when you have to talk about issues and actually vote. So that's about the committees. And I just want to talk briefly about a historic event that's coming on. I hope you guys got it in your email. I believe it went out last Friday. CB4 and the local organization Elmhurst History and Cemeteries Preservation Society has been involved in Newtown Playground renovation since about 2017, and it is a historically significant and historically sensitive site. It was an the old Newtown Cemetery, this first cemetery in the Elmhurst settlement. So during the renovation, there were certain areas that required an archaeologist on site because it went deeper than 2 feet, and there were some bone fragments that were found, from the early settlers. So we are having an event this Friday, November 12th at 1 p.m. If you can join us at Newtown Playground, we are going to be having a ceremony to memorialize and honor these early settlers who we're reinterring, and also any other ones that we're going to memorialize on the site. If it rains very, very badly or some type of storm, we will send you guys a rain date. But for now, the event is on. We will be having tents, but we'll keep you posted on that. If you have any questions, you can let me know or contact the board office regarding that special event happening this Friday. The other thing about the event is, I am working with Christian and the Parks Committee. Is there was an archaeologist on site for that was commissioned, and there was, we're very technical about this, especially the Preservation Society. There was 4 bone fragments that were found, and there was only 3 bone fragments that were given to the funeral home. So the 1 bone fragment supposedly disintegrated, and they never cared to tell the Parks Department about it. So it would have been that's negligence on the archaeological company that was hired, Chrysalis Archaeology or whatever. Chrysalis is the name of the company, and we have notified the Parks Department. The Parks Department has notified their capital, and they will be looking into this issue. And we will bring up, we will bring up our concerns about it, since we've been working on this project since, like I said, 2017. So let us know if you have any other questions. But like I said, these things are important to give honor to people that that came before us, and to give them the respect that they deserve. So going forward, we will keep you guys posted on all that. Going forward, Christian obviously is here, but he's not going to be giving his district manager report because he's on vacation and he's calling in. So he's going to skip that. But if there's anything later on with the needs, he'll be here for us. So I'm going to go into attendance. Hopefully we have a quorum now. Okay, Chao Chung Chen. I know he was here just a moment ago. Oh, yes, he's here. Okay. Yi Chen. Linda Corral. Lorena Diaz. Michelle Dunstan.
Present.
Do you
Hello.
have, I'm sorry, do you have anything to say? Because you're the first person that.
No, just hello everyone. Glad everyone could make it. And happy birthday, Vinny. All right. Have a good day. Good
Thank you,
meeting tonight.
Michelle. Ari Espinal. I know she's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Chen, I got you earlier. Do you have anything to say or?
No, nothing.
Okay. Leanne G. Bowley.
I'm here. Thanks so much, everyone. Nothing to say.
Thank you.
Chairwoman, I'm here. I forgot to unmute it. That's why I was speaking. Sorry.
Oh, no, we didn't hear you. Okay.
Sorry. All right, and happy birthday, Vinny.
Thank you. Okay, Marilena Jampino here. Kristen Gonzalez. Lara Gregory.
I'm here, Madam Chair, and just two things. Yes, it is Thanksgiving, so I just want to express that I'm grateful for this community board, especially to every one of you who helped me, ease into joining as a new member, particularly the chair, the manager, Christian, of course, and the committee chair where I'm working at, Lucy Chulero. Thank you so much to everyone. I know that you've all been working for the community for a long time, so thanks for your service. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. And second, congratulations again to Maria Elena and to Michelle for their award. My family and I will be supporting you on Friday. And of course, the 110th precinct as well with our presence. And happy birthday, Vinny. Thank you.
Thank you, Lara. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you for all your involvement and participation. Thank you. Dipinja Lama. Vincent Losella, the birthday boy.
Here, thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. I want to wish you guys good luck on Friday, with the putting the bones back into the ground. Hopefully the weather does hold up, and we look forward to Friday night celebrating our ladies and celebrating you guys. Again, thank you for the birthday wishes. The only thing I want to comment publicly is crime seems to be getting out of control again, and especially gun violence. We've had 2 shootings over the last 3 days, one on Christie Avenue and one down in the plaza over there. So I hope everybody hears it, but our officials and our police department need to start taking safety seriously. Us homeowners that are paying exorbitant taxes and stuff like that, we feel like we're not getting listened to. So that's it. I'm not gonna comment anymore.
Thank you, Vinny. No, definitely. Thank you so much for the information, and happy birthday. James Lisa. Salvatore Lombardo. Carol Maszewski. I believe Carol was here.
Yeah, Carol's logged in.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. I'm here, obviously. I just wanted to mention that I asked that the staff send the Q swab minutes from September to all the board members, because it seems to me that handling solid waste as an issue and not having access to the landfills, which are almost closed, is something that we as individuals, as well as members of this board, should be concerned about. And so I'm going to have the minutes of meetings, the Q-Swab meetings sent to everybody.
Carol, hold on one second. There's some interference. I don't know if that's okay. It's gone now.
Okay, how much of what I said went through?
No, so you said the Q swab meeting that I believe we received it in the
Yes.
yeah.
I thought that the minutes it's necessary to send them to the board members as both as individuals and as members of the board, so that you have an idea what's going on with how waste is being handled in Queens. Because
Yeah.
those are closing up.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if anyone didn't get a chance to see it in the email regarding tonight's board meeting, there was the Q swab minutes and information that you can click on. Yeah. Thank you, Carol, for making that happen. Okay, Sunil Mahat.
Hi, good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. Happy early holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all what you do for the community. Also, happy Veterans Day. As a proud veteran myself, those who have you served or your families, happy Veterans Day. And for as a member of healthcare committee, now that we have COVID vaccine is available for children, for those of you who have kids from 5 to 11, this is definitely something important thing to look at it, think about it. Just a word of encouragement, you know. Beside that, everything is good. Sunil Mad is here.
Thank you, Sunil. Patricia Martin. I know Pat was here before. Did she? Oh, she's still here, but it looks like she's having problem with her internet. Pat, can you hear us? Okay, well, I'm gonna mark her here, but we'll skip over her for now. Sylvia Martin.
Good evening, everyone. And I just wanted to say hello to everyone. Happy birthday, Vinny. Everyone that's a veteran, happy Veterans Day and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And I will be attending on Friday.
Thank you. It's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Matt McElroy.
Hi.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Rovenia McGowan. Don't think she's here, right? No. Jose Murillo.
Here.
Thank you. Edgar Moya.
Here. And happy birthday, Vinny.
Thank you. Ruby Muhammad.
Here.
Sandra Munez.
Did you hear me?
Here, and happy birthday, Vinny, and good to see everyone, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Gurdeep Singh Narula. Okay. G. Oliver. Georgina Oliver. Alexander Owens. Hello. Okay, you're there. Shrima Pandey. Purushottama Panthi. Alexa Ponce.
Present. Hello, everyone. I don't have any announcements, but it's good to see everyone, and I hope everyone enjoys their holidays.
Thank you. Lindsay Quartini.
Hi there, I'm here and nothing to add. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well.
Thank you. Brian Ramirez. Ashley Reed.
here. I just want to say good job, everyone, for working together to get the need statement out. It really looks good. I know it was a really tedious process, so congratulations to everyone who was involved. And also, I just hope to see everyone on Friday at the ceremony. It was a long time coming, and I know Marilyn and his group worked on it for a very long time, so hopefully everyone can come out and support.
Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, and we're not going to let them go about this archaeological company. That is quite disturbing that they didn't notify anyone after 3 years about, human remains that, I don't know what they did with the other fragments. So I'll keep you posted on that, Ashley. And Ashley, was there anything you wanted to add about the borough board? Because I could not attend last night, or was there anything you wanted to add about that?
Yes, so I attended the borough board last night. There was a presentation from the Department of Youth and Community Development. They rolled out their new website. It's called Discover DYCD. And it's pretty much like a one-stop shop for anyone who's looking for services for youth. And it looks pretty good. So, if you get a chance, you can check it out. Just Google Discover DYCD, and you'll see like everything it has to offer. And also DEP was there, Department of Environmental Protection. And it was just it was pretty much just a Q&A with them. They didn't present. It was just an open forum for us to ask them questions. They couldn't really tell us much that we didn't already know. But a lot of the chairs took the opportunity to sort of list some of the things that were on their need statement. But of course they'll be seeing ours soon anyway. So that was it.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. Oscar Rios? Christian Romero?
Hey, can you hear me, Marilyn?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry I missed last month's meeting. It's good to see everybody again. I just had a small announcement to make. As of this week, I'm no longer with Congresswoman Meng's office, so I won't be doing the reports for the Congresswoman anymore. But we have a great and a very friendly and awesome person who will be taking over and giving announcements. And Kelly Wu, who joined our team. I think some people heard. So she'll be taking over announcements on behalf of the Congresswoman, and I'll be here back again as a board member. So good to be here, good to still be here, and good to see everybody.
Great. Thank you, Christian. Clara Salas?
Hi, I'm here, and I just wish everyone happy Veterans Day and a happy Thanksgiving Day to each and every one of you and your families. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. Lucy Shalero?
Hi, everybody. I'm present, as you can see. And again, Vinny, there's never enough happy birthdays in life. So again, happy birthday and to everyone. Have a great holiday. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Red Sevilla? I know Red is here, but maybe he is not at the screen right now. Okay. Ergun Sherpa? Alton Derek Smith?
Present, wishing everyone happy Thanksgiving. Take care.
Gregory Spock? Dewan Tariq? Marcello Testa? Deshen Sering? Lou Walker?
Hi, I'm here. Hello, everyone, and the best to everybody.
Thank you. Yilan Wang? Minwen Yang?
I'm here. I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. And May Yu? Okay. So we have a quorum now. That's great. So we're going to go back and we're going to vote on the minutes from the October 12th meeting. So I hope everyone got a chance to look at that, skim through it, and if you have any corrections or any issues with it, please let us know now.
I don't have any corrections, don't see any corrections to be made, and I make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting, Madam Chairperson.
Thank you. Does anyone second that?
Michelle Dunstan.
Thank
I
you,
second
Michelle.
it.
Okay. So, any noes or abstentions? If not, then the motion to accept the October 12th minutes passes. Okay, the motion passes. So now we're going to go on to report from elected officials. I'll go down the list. Senator Charles E. Schumer, Senator Christian Gillibrand, Congresswoman Grace Meng.
Yes, Kelly's here. Kelly, you should be allowed to speak.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kelly. Like Christian earlier mentioned, I joined Congresswoman Grace Meng's office a month ago. Because Christian is no longer with our office, I'll be replacing him to attend the CB4 meeting from now going on. So I'm so happy to be back with the board. And tonight, on behalf of the Congresswoman, I'll wish everyone have a happy Veterans Day and happy Thanksgiving. No major things to report, but I will share my my new contact information on the chain, on the chat here. And if any one of you need help with any federal related issues, please feel free to contact me directly or to my office, at our office. And yeah, that's it. If you have any other questions, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yes, there's somebody here. Michelle, you can go.
Oh, hello. My name is Michelle Luna. I'm the new constituent liaison and field representative for the office of Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, and I also just started last month. So it's great to meet everyone. So as far as updates go, this week President Biden will sign into law a bill to invest in physical infrastructure in our country. The Congresswoman is still committed to passing a Build Back Better Act that delivers on the environmental and social investments that our district needs. We will keep you updated as negotiations progress through our newsletter. I will put our sign-up links in the chat. The Congresswoman will be hosting a virtual town hall next Thursday, November 18th at 5:30 p.m. And then just some general updates. If you filed a claim with FEMA and you were denied, you may appeal. I'll put the information for that in the chat as well. And then finally, we're hiring interns for spring 2022 for our Jackson Heights office. So please feel free to share that information with all of your contacts, and I will put all of that in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Assemblyman Brian Barnwell. Assemblywoman Jessica Gonzalez Rojas. Assemblyman Jeffrey Aubrey. Assemblywoman Catalina Cruz. And New York State Senator Michael Genaris. Senator Jessica Ramos.
Hi, thank you, Madam Chair, for giving me the opportunity. Happy Thanksgiving in advance, and it's nice to see all of you. So we have a couple of, actually not much. So our office is open, and as usual, we are requesting everyone to call our office to make an appointment before showing up so that we can maintain health. Once again, our phone number is 718-205-3881. And our office has organized 2 Thanksgiving turkey giveaways. The first one is coming on this Saturday at PS 329. The information will be available online tomorrow, and participants needs to register online, and the link will be available on the Senator's official website. social media too. So it's gonna be available tomorrow, and we can also email you the link. And the second one is coming on November 20th. It's gonna be at the yard of Louis Armstrong School. The same way, the registration is gonna be online, and we're gonna share the information with you. Thank you. That's all for tonight.
Thank you so much. Senator Tobian Savitsky. New York City Mayor's Office, Jessica Shabowski. Councilman Francisco Moya.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Berenice Navarrete-Perez from the Office of Councilmember Francisco Moya. I have a couple updates that I would like to share with everyone. So the council member continues to fight food insecurity and quality of life issues in the district. We recently had a health bucks event with Elmer's Hospital, where we gave out around $10,000 worth of help bucks to 300 families. We will also be having a help buck event this Friday with Plaza del Sol and Our Lady of Sorrows. Additionally, we had 2 community cleanup events. We had one with DSNY and Neighbors of American Triangle, where we clean along 114th Street. And we had another one with the school PS 127 that's located at East Elmhurst. We worked in partnership with Parks Department, where we raked leaves and we also planted tulips. So we're excited to see that during the spring. And we do have a flu shot event coming up this Saturday at First Baptist Church. It starts at 12 p.m. The address to First Baptist Church is 100-10 Astoria Boulevard. Yes. And we do have upcoming turkey events, but we're still finalizing the details. You could follow us on social media. Just know that we will begin the weekend before Thanksgiving, which is technically next weekend. So please stay tuned for that. I'm going to go ahead and post the council members' social media information. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can feel free to give us a call at 718-651-1917. And once again, this is Berenice. Thank you. Have a good night and happy holidays.
Thank you so much. New York City Councilman Daniel Drum.
Hi everyone, this is Jackie Sanchez from Councilman Drum's office. I'm filling in for Kelly Wu, who's is now on Grace Meng's team. Hi Kelly. So we just want to report that we did release our recent newsletter, which will be finalizing the New York City finance budget plus all of the accomplishments in the district this year. It'll be Councilman Drum's last newsletter, so we'll be sending that out. People should be receiving it. On November 17th, we will be having a information session during lunchtime on navigating benefits for immigrants. So you are all welcome to join. I'll be sending the flyer to you all. Marilena, we do plan on being there, our office, on Friday in show of support for the event. So we'll see you there. And I feel like that's it, but there's always a lot happening. So if anyone has any questions for me, just let me know. But it's nice to see you all virtually.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you.
Thanks.
Queensborough President Donovan Richards.
Hi, thank you so much, Chair, and everyone for all that you're doing. In the spirit of brevity, I will put in the chat the Queensborough President Donovan Richards calendar link, and hope that you're all having a wonderful week and holiday season.
Thank you so much, Kat. Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Elizabeth. And my colleague Michelle has other events, so I help her to cover this event. And I have 2 announcements. The first one is tomorrow, Queens District Melinda Katz will partner with the Queensborough President Donovan Richards to celebrate Veterans Day observance. So it's going to be an in-person event. It started at 11, and the location is in Amherst Park. And the second one is next Monday, November 15th, we have the Housing Resources Fair in Corona, and it's starting at 3:30. And we have the legal experts from our housing and Protection Bureau, as well as our elder fraud units. And they will be present to answer any questions.
Elizabeth, we're losing you basically. If you could write all the information in the chat or email the office, and we can put it in our recap email that we send out. Okay, I'm sorry, Elizabeth. New York City Comptroller.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you were breaking up a lot. We really couldn't hear anything. So if you could just put it in the chat for us or email the office.
Okay, sorry about that. I will do that.
So we're gonna move on. No, it's okay. Thank you though. No, because we want the information. We'll put it in the email recap. New York City Comptroller Scott Stringer. New York City Public Advocate Jumani Williams. Okay, thank you everyone. And if there's any representatives, like I said, just put it in the chat or send it to the board office, because we love to put that in our recap emails. It goes to all the board members and also the public as well. So it's great information. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're going to go back to the fiscal year 23 capital and expense budget document that everyone now should have gotten in their email. It was sent earlier this afternoon today, but some people had some issues and did not receive it, but I think everyone should have gotten it now. I hope you had a chance to just look at it over. And then you can always read, the whole document, all the details later on, but at least read that capital part and that expense part. If anyone has any other questions pertaining to that document, now's the time to do so. Any board members, we did get we got a comment from Matt. We have to change something on page 21, and we got an add-on to a capital from Lucy regarding sanitation trucks and pickup regarding recycling. So we're going to add that on. But any other board members have any issues or comments or questions or add-ons? Matt, I see your hand raised. Okay.
Wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I just caught something just now that I had not seen before.
Okay.
It's minor. This is really to Christian and Christina. It's number 15 on the capital request side. The street name is wrong. It says Long Island Expressway. It should say Queens Boulevard Service Road.
Okay.
And I promised both of those guys that I am not going to look at this document again.
Wait, so I got down what you said, Queens Boulevard Service Road. Where was that again?
It's in item number 15.
Okay.
It's about a street resurfacing on the service road, and it threw a mix-up, which I understand, but no, it doesn't matter. Where it says street name in the categories on the left, it says the Long Island Expressway. It should say Queens Boulevard Service Road.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Matt.
We'll correct that. Yeah, we'll correct that. Thank you, Matt, for being so diligent on. Well, that's your thing, the transportation, so you should know. Thank you. Does any other board members have any other comments, corrections, questions, etc.? Please raise your hand. You could do it physically or the button if anybody finds it, or in the chat. Now's the time to do so. Okay, I don't see anybody that has any questions or their hand raised. So we will move on then. We have to vote on this tonight so that we can submit it finally. Christian had said earlier when he popped on that we can have tomorrow to fine tooth it and make all these corrections and then send it out to this on Thursday to submit it. So if no one has any questions, then we can move on to a vote for this item.
Lucy, I'd like to move on to a vote.
Okay, great.
To go as we have been working hard on to accept it as is.
Accept it as is with the three
with the things that we brought up tonight. Right.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so there's a motion to accept. And Matt seconds, okay. And I'm going to ask everyone if anyone has any no's or any abstentions to just raise your hand, unless you want me to do roll call. Okay, so no roll call. Okay, does anyone have any no's, or I think everyone's okay with it? No one says anything now, then the motion's going to pass. Okay, so the motion passes. We accepted the budget with the 2 corrections and 1 addition by Lucy. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for all your work. Thank you for all your involvement, and hopefully we can, get some of those items, the capital and expense, for our community. I know in the past we have, so it is a great document. It is a great system. Thank you, everyone. Okay, now we're going to be going on to our Public Safety and Homeland Security Committee. Lucy's going to give her report, and then we have to vote as well.
Okay, I was lucky we had a quorum. And unfortunately, Laura had a family a dedication to her father who passed away a year ago. So she had to go to that last week. And we, of course, accepted that. And anybody that wishes to say prayers to her and her family would be nice to do. But we did have a quorum. So I'm grateful to all the members that made the time to come. We also spoke about changing our clocks. I see you all made it tonight, so that says something. You got your extra hour of sleep. And I also spoke about CERT still going out, helping those that were victims of Ida. So we're still putting out forms and papers to get them to file with FEMA. It's taking a lot of toll on us, to be honest with you. Okay, now as for the liquor licenses. We only had 2 denials. The first one being the establishment known as Palladium Bar and Lounge. It's still under construction. Anything under construction, we don't allow it to go for. We did get a letter from a reverend from a church on 111th Street, and he's adamantly doesn't wish us to expand any more liquor licenses along Roosevelt for a very sound reason. As you know, we're oversaturated, but we have nothing on this location, even the location itself. There's been no problems, but the problem is that there's been a lot of homeless in the area, drugs and prostitution, and he wishes for us to reconsider this, but unfortunately, the law is on their side more than ours. We will look at it again, and if anything, we can invite him to our meeting, and he can speak up then. He wrote a beautiful letter, an actual beautiful letter. The next thing is, the next denial is for the Dom Music Box, which is at 4008 74th Street. For years, we've complained about the noise and other problems, and they've just gotten worse. We have 49 incidences in this area, and the worst one, which made us say no to this location, is that they had unlicensed hookah. So they've only gotten worse, and we're going to write a letter. Hopefully, they'll tell them that, look, if this continues, we're just going to have to ask the state liquor authority not to grant them a liquor license. This is ongoing. So hopefully that will work. Those were the only 2. Palladium being first, which is, let me get the right address first, is 11134 Roosevelt Avenue, and the Dom Music Box, which is a renewal at 4008 74th Street. The others were all accepted. So, just one more thing. The American Red Cross is going around putting up smoke detectors and carbon monoxide. They're a little behind because they usually have the fire department helping out. I do have a number, 877-733-2767 is the direct line to the American Red Cross, and you can set up an appointment with them. They would prefer you went online, which is redcross.org, but many seniors are not computer savvy, so I hope the number will help them. Now that we have the strike going on, as you know, with the COVID, I don't know how many firemen are going to be around to do it, so there might be a little delay. But again, put it in, takes time, but get it in so that you can help the seniors get there, or someone who's handicapped or whatever, get the smoke detectors and carbon monoxide up. And that's my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are going to vote on the public safety recommendation for liquor licenses. Does anyone have any questions about it for Lucy, or we can put it to the vote?
All in favor?
Anyone want to make a motion?
I make a motion to accept the report of the Public Safety Committee as presented by Lucy.
I second it, Lou Walker.
Okay, thank you.
I have a quick question for Lucy, though.
Go ahead, Sandy.
Lucy, you mentioned the FEMA. What is the deadline? I'm sorry. I know that this is not, but she did mention.
No, it's okay. They wanted it in before November, but more and more people are just now getting to know about what's out there for them.
Well,
So-
not only that, they're getting the responses from the insurance that FEMA needs to have before they even consider it. So I'm sorry. I just wanted to know if they changed the deadline.
Not that I know of. I was told by NYCEM, get them all out there and they'll try to extend it as much as they can. So I'm doing that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, everybody.
It's okay. No, it's okay. So there is a motion on the floor, made by Clara and seconded by Lou, to accept the public safety report. If all in favor, if there's any no or abstentions, let me know now. If not, the motion passes. Okay, the motion passes. And Lucy, if you want to share any of that information, we could always put it in the board recap for the upcoming email.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to committee reports. Consumer Affairs. Oh, Michelle.
I'm getting unmuted. Hello. Hi, how are you? Good. Well, we did have we didn't have a formal meeting. We did have a in-person, with just the Consumer Fair meeting members. And we had decided to have our meetings on the third Mondays at 6 p.m. And we also I met with Christian and he sent he gave us the need statement. However, some of the members didn't receive it and he resent it. So, they went over it and we agreed to go with the need statement as it was. And so we'll be looking forward to meeting each other at every third Monday at 6 p.m. And also we trying to get people, like you said, to make these meetings. You on them, you signed up to be on the committee, and we need your presence because we want to do things and we need everyone involved. So I look forward to seeing everyone at our next meeting.
Thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you for all your work with the need statement. And it's true. I know, Lou, in the past, you always, made this announcements, and if we don't have that participation in the committees, we are going to be in trouble. We're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to work with all the chairs, and please give us feedback of who's not attending and what's going on, because we want to keep on top of it. And if there's something that we can do to help, I know in the past Lou implemented some techniques. So if there's something that we have to revisit or something that we have to come up with, please keep us posted on that, because we will be monitoring the situation. Thank you, Michelle.
Yes, because teamwork make the dream work.
Exactly. And we have a lot of work. So if we spread it out, it's less for everyone. So thank you. Okay, Environmental Committee. Carol?
Yeah, I just had to unmute. It keeps
Okay,
going.
great.
Meeting was for Q swab was held on October 20th. Not 20th, 27th. There was no quorum, so the minutes couldn't be accepted for September. And there was a speaker from the Center for Zero Waste Design who did a presentation, and they focused on neighborhoods, redesigning the neighborhoods towards zero waste. And these involve different types of systems for containing litter, for moving food scraps and that to the compost heap by a pneumatic tube, and they have compost systems in general. But I asked the woman, what are the costs involved in these kinds of systems? And she said they didn't have a cost baseline. So it has to be, I guess, done by each city for their needs. And so, but it's, like I said, the presentation was by the Center for Zero Waste Design, and their website is Center for Zero Waste Design if anybody wants to look it up and see what it looks like. Next Q-Swab meeting is November 17th. And that, I mean, we finished our, I guess I should have said, we did all our stuff on a need statement and we finished it up, and there were small items that were changed, but that was, and we submitted it, as you know, because you got the finished product. That is all we did.
No, that's great. Thank you, Carol. You guys did a lot of work. Thank you. It all worked out. Okay, thank you, Carol, for your report.
Okay.
Health and Human Services Committee?
Hi, good evening, everybody. Our meeting was held October 18, and we did not have a quorum. The only the only member that attended was Mr. Sunil Mahat. Thank you for attending. And our speaker, Clara Londono, was an excellent speaker. And she's from the Health and Hospital Corporation, Elmhurst Hospital, and her position is Community Outreach Specialist. She's an assistant to the Director of Community Affairs, and she shared with us what are the services that the Health and Hospital Corporation is offering the community in terms of the COVID pandemic services such as the vaccine, testing, and the like. And she was very informative, and she also brought with her two of her counterparts, Christina Long from the New York Presbyterian Queens Hospital, who was very informative, and Andrea Blanche, also from the Community Affairs from New York Presbyterian Hospital. The three of them were very informative, and we really appreciate the information they gave us. And I really appreciate that. I called everyone before this meeting, and I left messages. I called Lorena Diaz, Salvatore Lombardo, Edgar Moya, May Lu, but no one, I left messages about the meeting and no one replied. I would really appreciate if you can attend our next meeting, November 22nd. We will have a great speaker then. And if you have any questions before the meeting, please do not hesitate to send me an email. You have my email. I think I have said it all. Thank you so much. And I look forward to your participation in the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. Thank you so much. Okay, Parks, Cultural Affairs, and Historical Preservation. Ashley?
Okay, so we had our official meeting on the 27th, and of course we went over our new statement. But prior to that, Christian and I took a tour with our liaison, Matt Sheridan, and we took a drive around. We drove around and we visited just a handful of the parks and playgrounds in the district, and we sort of took a survey of what was needed and what was being done. And we learned, unfortunately, Newtown Playground did sustain damage to the Hurricane Ida. So the playground isn't operational right now.
Ashley, we're losing you a little bit. Your audio, that last two things that you just said, if you can repeat it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, is it better now?
Yes, much better. Yes.
Okay. So I was saying we drove around, we took inventory of some of the parks that did sustain some damage. We recently learned that Hoffman Park was selected by the mayor as one of the parks that they're going to focus on in Queens. So it's going to undergo a massive upgrade soon. I'm not sure when that's supposed to start, but probably not until next year. And yeah, so we got to see some of the projects that were completed, and some of those projects we were able to remove from our needs statement, and some we were able to continue on for continued support. So yeah, that was pretty much it.
Thank you so much, Ashley, and thank you again, all the chairs for doing the need statement. Thank you. Transportation.
Hey, everybody. The Transportation Committee met on October 19th. Most of the meeting was discussing the need statement, and we went through it in some detail and made some improvements. I want to thank everybody on the committee who was there. We did have a quorum by the skin of our teeth, and we approved that. We also have an action item for this evening. The committee approved a co-naming request for a section of Woodside Avenue from 76th Street to 78th Street as Little Thailand Way. It is kind of a commercial center of the local Thai community. There's a concentration of stores and especially restaurants in that 2-block stretch, which has this is in my neck of the woods of the district, has really made a profound change in the community in terms of street life, activity, community. So that last part was, I guess, a little bit of an editorial. Everyone will have received a narrative about this area in the mailing for this meeting announcement. I would, I guess, make a motion to approve the co-naming resolution as it came from the Transportation Committee, if that's appropriate at this time, Mary Elena.
Yeah, we definitely have to vote on it. So does everyone understand? It should have been in the an amended email that everyone got, the information about the street co-naming. Does anyone have any questions about that for Matt? In particular, any questions?
I have a question. I'm curious, the street naming, have we done that anywhere else in the area, renamed an area because of the stores that are in a specific area?
I don't know. I can't think of it. I can't think of one, but I don't know. I'm not sure the answer.
I have to double check and see if it's in our district, but I know Councilmember Flores years ago did Mitad del Mundo, but I'm not sure where it was. And yes, it was basically because of the culture in that particular area.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want to know.
So Matt, it's going to be like a regular street co-naming where it's just that one sign.
Yes.
I mean, that the.
Yes.
Okay.
That's for the sign at 77th Street and Woodside.
Okay, got it. Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions for Matt regarding the street co-naming application? Okay, Lucy.
I want to agree with Matt and his committee on that. I've seen this place grow, and it's actually a tight-knit family group of people, which is what we see in Little Italy and everything else like that. I think it'll be an asset for us to do this.
Okay, so
I go
Lucy,
along
do you
with
want to make the motion? It's better if it's coming from.
Okay, I would make the motion I would make the motion to agree with Matt and his committee on naming this small area. I mean, it's not all of Jackson Heights or whatever, but it is growing and it is getting notarized, and it brings people in. So yes, I'm for it.
And I second it.
Lou seconds. Okay. Anybody have any no or abstentions? Okay, so the motion passes. Thank you, Matt. Matt, do you have anything else to add about your committee, or that's it?
No, we had a great meeting, and I'm really looking forward to the coming year. We agreed to continue to meet on the third Tuesday, sorry, of the month, and we probably will not have a meeting next week.
Thank you, Matt. ULIRP and zoning.
Hello?
Yes, Alton.
Okay, so it's not sure.
Alton, I'm
Can I
sorry,
comment?
but we can't hear you.
Okay, Europe met on October 26th. It was a great meeting. We had a quorum. It was a lot of participation. Going through the list of items, there's things there that we realized that we're going to follow up on 2021 meeting. 2022. Some of the things that we're going to do is follow with HPD in terms of housing. We're going to follow through and work with Consumer Affairs Committee on the BDD, the designated banking for the undeserved area. It was a great meeting. It was a lot of participation. We went through the list. There was a lot of things there that we're going to follow up on in 2022 that we're putting into works now that we're going to look at, especially land grants. That's something that we're extremely excited about. We have a lot of participation, a lot of excitement around that. So it was really indeed a great meeting. So we're looking forward to doing the work.
Thank you, Alton. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Youth services.
Good evening, everyone. We had an official meeting October the 28th. We had a quorum, and we also voted on a chairperson, Marcelo, and we had a special guest, Graham Brown. He's the director of Fort Preparatory Academy Middle School, and he was under Community Board 4, but due to the pandemic, he's under Community Board 4 now. He was under 3 before, and we are looking forward to working with him and come up with some ideas of some events that we can take place in 2022. And we had a nice meeting, and thank you everyone that attended.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. Okay, so that's that finishes the committee reports. And now we're going to be going into open session number 2. So members of the board, if anyone has anything they would like to say, any comments or questions, now's your chance. It's a short meeting. I got it. It's only 8:05.
Just one more thing.
Okay, Lucy.
With the American Red Cross and the installation and such, they are now getting some outside help that may charge. So anybody that calls that number or goes online, make sure it's for free installation, to make that note right off. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Any other
Michelle
board members?
Michelle
hi.
Dunstan. Speaking of renaming, I mean, it doesn't have to be an answer tonight, but I just wanted to get an update on Jim Galloway and Barbara Jackson's street renaming.
Yeah, I do remember that those questions. A lot of people had that same inquiry, and I know we did write a letter. The board office wrote a letter to Francisco Moya. And I don't think we heard a response. I could be wrong, but I don't think we heard any response yet.
We keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'll follow up with Christian, when he gets some time, when we touch base, and ask him. I'll even ask maybe, Margaret knows if we got any response back. But thank you. We'll try to keep
Thanks.
get some type of answer. Thank you. Any other board members? Nothing? Okay.
Well, I mean, if I really should say anything, I mean, there's just so much going on in the city, and it's not good, unfortunately, And I mean, the list is long, really long. I mean, the license plate situation with these illegal license plates, these temporary plates that are not legal, not insured, and yet they're driving all over the place. The illegal motorcycles, or I guess in this case, recreational vehicles that are driving through the streets at times in large groups. It's just too much, really, as I said. The shootings, which were mentioned earlier, of course, that's been a problem. And it just seems to be and the red lights. People are going through these red lights very regularly now. I mean, not good.
Yeah, I definitely know a lot more complaints are coming in about several of those issues you mentioned and a lot of other things. I really don't know, what we can do. If anybody has any brainstorming ideas or recommendations.
No, the elected officials are going to have to get together and decide what they need to do to get things under control. It's really in their court, this whole thing. We can do not much. We don't make the legislation or the laws, and they have to get on the ball with these things and start going with it and address it, instead of trying to ignore it because it's not going away.
Right, exactly.
Amen.
Yeah, there needs to be more enforcement. Enforcement's always an issue with all city agencies, and then repercussions for all this, all these things. I don't know what to say, but thank you for voicing that. I hope things get better. Thank you, Lou.
The precinct council should be more aware of the people running the stop signs, running the red lights, and the way these vehicle, well, they're not vehicles, the scooters, the electrified bikes, the e-bikes, how they cut in front of you or come up beside you. I almost squashed one and made a sandwich out of him one day. I had my right hand signal on to make a right hand turn. I didn't see the guy come up on my side there. And just as I made the turn, I saw him. I mean, that's an accident really waiting to happen. However, when I wanted to bring these things to the precinct council meeting, I went there that night and it had been canceled. So
No, we had it last week.
I don't know. All I know is I was told it was going to be at the BFW Hall on 108th Street. Got there.
It was.
Yeah, it was
No,
postponed. It was
no.
actually postponed, and there was supposed to be an officer stationed up there to put something on the door, and nobody ever made it up there. But I can assure you, as the secretary, that will never happen again. And in speaking with Lucy, my plan is to actually move these meetings around like we were doing to the Italian charities, to St. Bart's, to St. Paul's, maybe find some areas of the community where people can't get up to. But that was appalling that there wasn't an officer up there. I will accept responsibility for it on behalf of the council. I apologize that you came up there. And I'm 100% behind you guys with the parking and the illegal plates. Most of you don't know, but I've been fighting with that issue for well over 6 years. I even took it up. We had a community board for town hall with Dan Peralta. It was on a snow issue where we actually addressed it with Scott Stringer and Tish James at the time of the practice of only plates on the road. And this was in 2016 of January. And again, we followed up with Jessica Ramos's office, who blamed the city. The city blames the state, but if you're a motorist, you pay your insurance, you pay your registration to the state of New York. So I love my elected officials, but this is an ongoing 6-year, 7-year issue. I've even went as far as doing the homework for the police department to find these car dealers. These are not people with 10 or 12 cars. It's an organized ring that brings cars in from the south. They come in with their trailers, they dump the cars down by Left Rack City, and then little by little, they're moved around the community. It's not just our community. It's a big practice down in East New York as well, also down up in the Bronx as well. So this is a serious issue. We cannot let the elected officials off on this issue. So as a board, maybe Community Board 4 should take the leap and start putting pressure on the officials to get to the bottom of it once and for all. Because I told Lucy last week, I had put up a complaint with 311 on a Sunday, and that complaint was pulled out of the computer Monday morning. So this is a much bigger issue. There's either someone working with the car dealers that has access to the 311 system, or you have a sanitation inspector working with them, because it takes 72 hours to get a sanitation to come out and have that thing towed. So how someone could have it pulled out of the system in less than 48 hours leads me to believe that there's a lot more that possibly the city doesn't want us to know. But I'm not going to go any more into it.
Thank you, Vinny. Yeah, maybe we can write a letter with these issues. That may not be a bad idea. Lucy?
Yeah, can
Well,
pass it. Sorry.
okay.
Okay, then
Uh,
Clara, sorry.
we can write a letter and make it like a petition. We have enough churches that we can hang out. Get people, I know there are people saying exactly what Vincent said, and I have to give Vincent an attaboy. He's out there, and he takes chances. And I'm grateful, Vincent. So we want you for another year for your birthday, so just be
Yes, yes.
careful.
There's only one thing that I do want to speak on my portion, and in light of the events at City Field with one of the rappers being taken off the streets, and then we seen what happened down in Houston with 8 people being killed. I'd like assurance from these venues that hold these events that A, security will be looked at more closely, and 2, the drug use and overdoses. Anybody could reach out to the 110 precinct. They've been on Narcan. They've been using it daily, but with these events, there's been record overdoses. So, I take addiction very seriously. It hurts everybody, but if you're gonna hold this in our community, you should be more responsible. And that's it. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
I agree with Vincent on that.
Lucy, is there anything else you wanted to add, or that's it?
Well, just that we could start by having this all written up, just like this Reverend wrote about the prostitution and everything near his area. And I think we'll get a lot of people signing this throughout the city, maybe. Maybe we'll start something on the internet. Put it in social media. That's community board for us says, look, this is enough. We're calling, we're doing what we're supposed to do, 911, 311s, and nothing's being done. Somebody's making money somewhere. I'm going to state it. And it's on our backs and on our lives. So I think we could start off that way first and see where it goes off.
Okay.
If it's all right with everyone. Anyone want to make a motion on that?
Oh, I make a motion on that. I mean, sure.
And
Second?
Oh.
Clara, you second?
Yeah, no, and I also wanted to add, since we are a community board, we can actually, do an actual resolution, just enumerating as the whereas clauses, what Louis already said and what Vince has said. And then, the wherefore and is to endorse it to the local officials. And then we can even publish it so that other members of our community, the residents, can also add their 2 cents worth. Because in terms of like, it's like a letter, but then because it's an actual resolution that we passed with all the names of those who want to sign, then it is a more formal declaration of the intent.
We want them to get tougher. We got to make the laws back to being tough again. Period. It's not that hard.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
we have a motion to write this letter, and then
Go out social media. We have to bring it out fast.
on social media as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everyone agree? If anyone says any no's or abstentions about this letter, or we're all on board?
I have a question, if that's okay.
So to amend the motion to, instead of a letter, a resolution, if that's all right with the rest of the board. So, and then when we submit it to the specific official, we just have a cover letter notifying them that this is the resolution passed during the meeting dated blank of the community board. We can, of course, I can certainly help in the drafting of the resolution.
That's wonderful, Laura. Okay. I'm in favor of that.
There was a couple of questions. Ashley, I believe you had a question.
Yes, I just wanted to know who was the intended audience for the letter.
The elected officials, I believe in the district, right? And probably the mayor's office, of course.
Danny Drum.
Yeah, all the local elected officials in CB4.
Well, I'd like to say something about the mayor's office situation. Remember, he'll be gone on December 31st, I guess, technically. So that writing to this current mayor, I don't know how much sense that makes since he's on his way out,
Right.
unfortunately.
No, we addressed it to the new mayor too. We want him to
Both. We really
Yeah.
would have to do both, yes.
I mean, rather than a letter, I feel we could take a more proactive approach. Perhaps at town, I don't know. I'm kind of cynical when it comes to letters. I feel, you know, we're not the only community board or group of people who have these concerns, and I feel like a letter kind of just, you know, it kind of just goes in one ear and out the other.
Well, like Laura says, we'll make a resolution. We'll get together what we really want to make a dent, and then get it out to other boards and get it out to social media and see what we bite, see what we get. And also, like I said, you go to churches. I got a letter tonight from this church that doesn't want us to put any more liquor licenses along Roosevelt Avenue. He's absolutely right. But under the law, we can't say no. Now we're consumed here with many things. So if we sit down and actually start to figure out what we really want and how we want to fight it, I think we'll get a lot of people backing it, because many people are saying what Lou was saying and what Vinny's saying, and many of us, we see it when we walk our streets. So
I mean, we could start with drafting that up, and then what we could do is share it, you know, among the board members, and if, you know, if it doesn't happen, maybe
happen
you wanna
overnight.
draft it up
Right.
and then look at it next meeting and we can vote on it, or, because then like Ashley was saying, maybe we can obviously put the elected officials that are here and incoming, but then also spread it to other community boards and maybe have, I think Ashley was trying to say like a town hall or some type of event to spread, you know, awareness. So it could be something that, you know, we could start off with this letter resolution and then it can grow into other things as well, as long as, I guess we have to just keep on making that noise, you know, in any way we can. Ashley, was there anything else you wanted to say, or?
No, that was it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Maybe a series of town hall style meetings, so we can hear directly from, you know, residents and really get an understanding of, you know, how they feel about things and how they'd want to approach this.
I agree with Ashley and Lucy. We should have in each area town hall types of meeting, because we have so many problems in every area. All you have to do, as Lucy said, is walk the streets, and you see the real problem: the garbage, the graffiti, the garbage that is never been taken out, the sidewalks full of papers and garbage, the graffiti, and you will also see other problems, human trafficking, and that goes unnoticed by untrained eyes. But if you know what human trafficking is, you can see it. So it should happen in different sessions, this town hall, so people can voice their concerns and their insecurities, because we really feel very unsettled. We have been going through very hard times, difficult times with this pandemic. On top of that, we're having many other problems. And I called Lucy the other day, and I was telling her about a situation that is happening in the community, which I'm not going to voice now, and it has ramifications with other things. So we should follow what Ashley says and Lucy says. Thank you.
Can I just add that I agree. Leanne wrote in the chat that maybe we can invest in more community events, and that our presence in the street can turn things around. And I agree with that. And I think that that's Ashley's belief as well with the town hall meetings. I mean, I agree that if we prepare a letter, whatever, it's going to sound that it's coming from the community board. And who's the community board made up of? I think we need to involve the community. I think we need to go out there, canvass the community, and get more and get them more involved. And I think we could do that with town halls. So I'm not saying I think that that's really important. That we be more proactive. A letter is more of a pass. I mean, and I think that was a great idea, and it's what got the conversation going and the discussion going. And so, but I think that definitely we need to have more of a presence And I think actually that town hall was an awesome idea. Thank you.
I think those two things are not mutually exclusive. We can do all or both. I hear three things: the letter resolution, the community events, and also town hall. Those are not exclusive to each other. We can still do the resolution. It is really important that we set down the facts of what's happening and communicate it clearly so that it's on record that we are asking for action and not just that we are discussing it. And we are a duly constituted board. We can definitely reduce what Louis has enumerated and what Vince has enumerated, give them all the facts so that we are not just talking, So we need to formally endorse it to them so that they know that this is a concern, a specific concern. They need to act on it.
With making it very firm and very legal for a change. Because we've had town hall meetings before. Our politicians do a lot of it. People are afraid. And we have to let them know that we're their support, not to be afraid. Because I got people calling me all the time, all hours of the night, but I don't want to call 911. They don't want to call 911. With that fire that we had in Jackson Heights, no one called 911. They saw the fire above them, didn't call 911. They just ran out. That is a serious issue. So we have to re-educate. We have to re-educate them that there is a support system there for them.
Right.
And that's when you're going to see.
But I think change. The Black City Tenants Association has a meeting every month, the third week, and I always invite, Christian to come on and to share information. So y'all all welcome. All the committees can always come on. I'll send the link when it's time.
Okay, great. Yeah. Maybe we can even do, like you said, town halls. Maybe we can even do joint events, like with the 110 Precinct Council. We can, with other organizations and associations, we can do joint events because, maybe a town hall is a good idea, but if we do it with another organization or another, group, it would be stronger to get the message out. And it will take us to different locations within the district as well.
Well, even the 110 meetings that they have every so often, how many of us go? I mean, I don't go. I don't know how many of us do go and voice these concerns at those meetings, because that's what those meetings are for. Right. In our community, the 110. So I agree, Lara, that it is not mutually exclusive, but I also agree that if we're going to write a letter, we also have to be out there physically, because letters fall on deaf eyes, on blind eyes. It'll be another letter. We'll get a response. We got your letter, and not much is going to. Remember, the squeaky wheel, it's the oil. So if we want to get anything done, we have to start organizing our community.
I think there's no argument. Sorry. I think there's no argument in that. Again, it's not mutually exclusive. It's important to reduce and resolution, all these things that we are discussing now, and also to do community work, as you said. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And I think Alex, she has a question. She's been waiting.
I also just want to kind of address some of the systemic issues as well. I heard the word legal and criminalized thrown in a few times, but also kind of think about like the increased alcoholism, the sex workers who are often survivors of trafficking, as I think Sandy had mentioned. These are all things that aren't going to be necessarily solved with police action, and that social action as well as healthcare should also be considered into these conversations. I'm not necessarily sure I'm comfortable with resolution at this moment. Maybe further down the line, once we get community input and once we get input from some community groups who work directly with people who are committing these acts.
Can I say something? The resolution is your foundation. So they want to know who's gonna be backing them if you go into the crowd. I've been doing civic work for a long time. If they know they can depend on you, you'll get a movement moving. You will. But we have to get more people wanting to, for instance, board, we have these committees, people have to join the committees. That's how you get things moving. But I know for a fact, when you get a resolution, it's that foundation. I said, okay, let's see. And if they see results, you're gonna see it grow. But people pull out. It's a lot of work. Lot of work, but it's worth it.
Well, you know, I'm going to say something. We have a board of what, about 50 people. How many people are here tonight even? Just about a little more than half, if we even have half. We have the half for the quorum. So we're the other 25 people that should be here tonight. And it's not just this meeting, it's every meeting forever.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of the participation and the commitment is the hard part. You know, but if you guys want to draft up, like you said, a foundation, maybe just list everything first, a resolution, the board can review it, and then, you know, I don't know, just come up with ways. It doesn't have to happen overnight, obviously.
No, this takes time. This takes
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And
Well,
then
I would appreciate
You
anything
put
you
it
could
on a to-do
offer.
list.
the long to-do list. No, but it's important. It's important that we
It
discuss
is.
it and we brainstorm.
Now we got to
So,
get
yeah.
together.
But we was about to leave early. What happened? No, but
Well, well, Lucy, that really falls under your committee of public safety.
I'd love to do that. If Laura's still willing, since Laura opened it, I hope she'll still work with us on that. I'd like that very much.
So, I mean, and then other board members who maybe are not on your committee, if they want to join and contribute and kind of brainstorm and kind of make it a collaborative thing, you know.
Dragon Lou and Vinny.
I'm in.
Sure. Okay.
You got it. And we can
It's
do it
actually
through.
it's part of a bigger issue, guys. I mean, if you're trying to park your car, you know, obviously we're taking parking spots away. We have more mopeds. We have more of these e-bikes. You know, if we're paying New York State registration, which is among the highest, and the insurance in the country, if you look around, and this was also another issue, out-of-state plates. I have people living on my block 20 years, and they have 5 vans registered out in Wisconsin. That's something that needs to come from the state level. So, you know, we pay for the streets. That's what our taxes pay for, and we don't have them. So, you can count on me, and I don't stop, and I don't back down. So, thank you.
I think it's
Thank
great.
you,
Thank
baby.
you. Laura, thank you. Very
Thank
good.
you, everyone. No, it was a great discussion. I mean, we had the time tonight anyway because, like I said, we pretty
My
finished our
phone is
business
dying.
early. So that was great. Anything else to add? Anyone? No? Okay.
So I do have a question and then that's it. And I know Lou, I just saw Lou roll his eyes. But
My phone is dying. If I cut off, that means my phone died.
hang up on me, right,
Your
Michelle?
mine's down to 36% too, so watch out.
No, my
Mine's
quick
10.
question is, so on this resolution, it's they're gonna work on it and then they'll present it to the board for voting.
I'm going
Right.
to call all of you. They're all coming in.
You can even, if you guys want, you can even do something like when we do the bylaws, we send the draft.
Right.
You know, and then we can discuss it or people can add to it until you're ready to bring it to the board.
Right.
You know?
Because I have to say, I don't want to sound like a rebel or whatever, but you know, what Alex said really touched me because we have to be careful how we make these resolutions. We don't want to sound like, you know, the old fogies from the neighborhood who are not conforming to the changes. Remember, the fabric of this community has changed. So, I mean, I agree. I'm the first one to say, I hate these illegal license plate cars blocking my driveway. I've had that happen. But we have to, I just want to say, we have to be careful how these resolutions are done. So I agree with what you said, Alex, and what everyone is saying. I would rather, you know,
Let's get together so we can bash it out and then go.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. I think actually everyone should be involved.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everyone that wants to be, yes, I agree.
I think, for example, Alex should be involved. Alexandra, I'll gladly be a part of it as well, because, you know, we have to have different minds here. We can't just be, you know, homogenous thinking and then that's it, you know? Remember, this community, it's not just It's not just homeowner. I'm a homeowner. Lucy knows I'm a homeowner 40, 50 years in this community. It's not just, you know, it's, it's.
Great. I was so
Okay, goodbye.
terrible.
I move to adjourn. I said the last word.
Definitely start something.
Yeah, I gotta go. My phone's gonna conk out pretty soon. I don't have any more power.
All right, guys.
Okay, but
Enjoy Thanksgiving. Think about it later. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Enjoy that.
Thank you. Everybody enjoy
Your
Thanksgiving.
family with enjoy.
thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Yeah.
a wonderful meeting. Thank you for all your
Adjourn.
work.
Happy
And I'll see
Thanksgiving.
you
Happy
sometime
Veterans Day. Thanksgiving. Everyone be safe.
Everyone be safe. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
I look for to see y'all at the gala.
Yes, I'll see you, Michelle. I'll see you,
I'll
Clara.
see you later. Okay.
I'd be happy to help with the wording, to kind of be a dissenting voice.
Great. No, it's good. It's good that you get different opinions and different ways to think about issues, you know? That's very important. Thank you, everyone.
Night. Bye.
Night. Bye.